All right, so now we were talking about Ryan Coogler earlier. Let's talk about Ryan Coogler. We were talking about Sinners. And so now, with the success of Sinners and it being in theaters and it's taking the number one spot away from Minecraft, now the word on the street, and I totally forgot about this actually, that they said that Ryan Coogler is looking at revisiting a X-Files reboot and said that he has even been speaking with members of the original cast on possibly returning. So now Coogler recently gave an update on his upcoming reboot of The X-Files, which he revealed is immediately next for him, noted that he's spoken to the great Gillian Anderson about the series, saying she's incredible, fingers crossed there, said Coogler on last podcast on the left. I love how that's a take on The Last House on the Left, which still the original movie. I cannot watch that film. It feels too real watching that. Like it almost feels like a documentary. If y'all have not seen that movie, I'm trying to remember who directed that. Was that Wes Craven? I think it was. But Last House on the Left was a mess. And I'm not talking about the remake. I'm talking about the original one from the 70s. So now, I've been excited. He says, quote, I've been excited about that for a long time and I'm fired up to get back to it. Some of those episodes, if we do our jobs right, will be really effing scary. We're going to try to make something really great, bro, and really be something for the real X-Files fans and maybe find some new ones. Now, following news of Cool's reimagining, Anderson says she cannot think of a better way around for a reboot to happen, calling the filmmaker a bit of a genius, saying, quote, whether I am involved in it is a whole other thing. I'm not saying no. I think he's really cool. And I think if he did it, it would probably be done incredibly well. And maybe I'll pop in for a little something, something. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, X-Files was on Fox. It was a show that ran for 9 seasons. It was on from 1993 to 2002, and it starred 2 FBI agents by Gillian Anderson, played by Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny. They played Mulder and Scully, Fox Mulder and Dana Scully, to be exact. And they basically were investigating cases of the paranormal. Um, and Chris Carter created the show, was very much hands-on with it. They came out with 2 movies. It was the X-Files and X-Files I Want to Believe. I like the X-Files movie that came out in 1998. I Want to Believe, which came out 10 years later in 2008, wasn't that good. But for the most part, I did like the fact that they tried to expand the franchise beyond the show. And I like the X-Files for the episodes that I've seen. I don't remember seeing a lot of the episodes because I was always in and out of the X-Files. But I'm like, damn, maybe I need to search my TV. I'm sure all the seasons on Hulu. I'm thinking about revisiting the X-Files. But I did also hear a lot of the haters on social media who were like, oh, well, now they're going to have Ryan Coogler coming in direct. He's going to make it, whoa. I'm like, here these racist incel basement dwellers go. Well, y'all want to run around here because a black man is a fan of a show and is like, I have a take on the franchise where I want to bring Dana Scully. He ain't say nothing about Fox Mulder, but y'all can bring him back too or incorporate them in some sort of way, but also bring in maybe a new generation or 2 new FBI agents, but you have Fox and Dana in it in some sort of way that they could make it work. And if he has a cool idea, then I'm here for it. But why people immediately, the minute you see somebody that's of a different race behind something, y'all want to start with the wokeness, y'all want to start with this, y'all want to start with that. Like, go play in traffic. So Ryan Coogler has an amazing track record. Every movie that he has done so far, I've absolutely liked, from Fruitvale Station on to Sinners. I mean, yeah, Wakanda Forever, I know was a mixed bag for a lot of people, but for the most part, Ryan Coogler has been relatively consistent in the quality films that he has given us over his short career in the industry. And I'm definitely would love to see his take on the X-Files and see if he can introduce a whole new audience to the franchise. And hearing this made me want to actually revisit the X-Files because y'all already know I'm in a place in my life where I've just been revisiting a lot of old shows. Like I'm rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm rewatching Supernatural. I'm rewatching like a lot of the shows and Living Single. New York Undercover. Like I'm watching a lot of old shows that I grew up with back in the day. And so I may add X-Files to that list. All because I wasn't thinking about it before, but now that Ryan Coogler has gotten judging up this whole situation, I'm like, this might be a cool movie for him to check out. And if he can give us a whole new, like, if he's got a great idea and he can bring in new people as well as the old original fans, then I don't know why people are all, got their tits in a twist. excuse me, over this whole situation. So, but also I am curious about this. So if he's talking about that the X-Files his next project, then what's going on with Black Panther 3? What's happening with that? Because didn't he say something that we should be getting Black Panther 3 and that Denzel let it slip that he was supposed to be in Black Panther 3 and that Ryan Coogler is working on a part for him or something or other, and people started speculating exactly what part he would be playing. So I hope that we will still get a Black Panther sequel and Denzel will be a part of it some way. And that, who knows, maybe will they pass down the torch or come up with an interesting idea? Or are we waiting, I mean, to bring in a new Black Panther? Because I don't know if they're going to keep Shuri as Black Panther. I just don't feel like people are really even though she does become Black Panther in the comics, is for some reason comic book stuff, cinematic universe comic book stuff, completely different. So just because something is comic book accurate, which I know a lot of times you incels like to pick and choose, which I want to take from comic book accuracy and not, like a lot of y'all complaining about Silver Surfer being female, and it's like, have y'all never read a Fantastic Four comic? And then somebody, well, she only lasted about this amount of time. Who gives a good goddamn? The fact of the matter is she exists in the comics. So who cares if somebody had like a Dame Judi Dench in the what was that movie where she played Queen Elizabeth? That she had like a 5-minute cameo. The fact of the matter is she's she's a part of the IP. So why y'all bitching? So to get down there, because I just realized I'm kind of determined, but y'all got what I meant when I was saying it. So to wrap all this up, I'm excited for this. Hopefully this will happen soon. I'm definitely looking forward to not only if Ryan Coogler is going to actually get this X-Files idea up and running, but also I'm here for another Black Panther. When are we getting that? Inquiring minds want to know. Do we have to wait until after Secret Wars for a new Black Panther movie? Or y'all trying to let enough time pass that y'all could be like, we get ourselves a new T'Challa? Y'all gonna use the sun? Or we going into a different multiverse and picking out another Black Panther? I don't know. We'll just have to see. So I got a lot of questions apparently. So I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all think of this story? Are you here for Ryan Coogler coming on board to direct his idea or whatever idea he has behind the X-Files? So whatever your thoughts are on this story, let me know in the comments down below.